Hello everyone, it's me Victor Adhikari and welcome to the first video of the series Startup from Scratch. And in today's video we are going to talk about how to find a perfect startup idea and to validate it. So without wasting time, let's start the video. So the first way to find a startup idea is to talk with investors. There are many investors present in the industry who have a lot of startup idea back in their mind, but the problem is that they don't have time to build it, or they are mostly busy in investing on startups. So what you can do is you can simply reach out to these investors and tell them about yourself. I have expertise in this, I have expertise in that. So if they have any startup idea present in their mind, and you can simply ask to all those investors that if I build this startup for you, will you invest on this startup? And if they simply say yes, or like you are very sure that the startup idea is really good, and you can start building that startup idea. And this is a very rare thing most of the founders do. The second way to find a startup idea is you can go to the websites of startup accelerators, VCs, and many other websites are there who release their startup ideas. I will show you an example. You can simply go to Google and search for startup ideas from YC Combinator. You can simply go to this website, and if you go there, you can simply see there is a page called Startup Intakes Request, something like that. So you can simply go to this website and you can see a lot of startups ideas are already present there, and they want the startup idea in the startup accelerator, and no one is building that, or they see a market gap in this. So you can simply build the startup ideas, and there is a high chance that your startup will also get selected or get incubated in these VCs or startup accelerators. So the next way to find a perfect startup idea is go to the industries which you are expert in. I am good in making apps, websites, and branding designs, and these are the things I really like a lot. I can build a product or start a service and start going into this industry. Okay, let me give you a very good example of this. Like Alak Pandey, who is the founder of Physics Wala, what he did is he find a problem that students from villages and many small tier 3, tier 2 cities, they are not able to get a quality education. So he started educating in YouTube, and after that he started scaling and scaling, and now it's a unicorn company. So you can also find a gap in your industry and start working on it. So the next way you can get a good startup idea is to travel and explore. You cannot understand the pain what people are facing by just sitting in a home. So just simply go out your home and explore what people are doing, what the problem they are facing. So just get out of your room and see what's going on the world, and you will definitely get some problem which are faced by people and which people are ready to pay. So just go out and explore. And the last way, and which I would say one of the best way to find a startup idea, is go to an existing market and make it better. For example, the toy industry. One of my friends just built a soft toy and put an AI box or chip inside that soft toy. And what this software is do, he talks with the kid. Like you can simply have a conversation with that software. So you can simply find a gap in an existing industry and simply work on improving it. Apart from this, there are many ways you can find a startup idea, but these are the main ways you can find a startup idea, which I personally use to find an idea. So now let's start with how you can validate a startup idea. So you can simply mark this point to see how you can validate a startup idea. The first point you should always mark is, do you have existing 100 customers who are ready to pay for your product? If you don't have any customers who are not ready to pay for your product, then it's obviously a very bad idea. I'm also pre-incubated in IIT Madras, and they are very precise about that. Do you have your initial customers? Are people ready to use your product before even launching? So if there are people who are even ready to use your product before it is launched, so you can simply use that startup idea. The other point you should focus on that is it solving a great issue or a very pain problem. If it's not a pain problem which is not faced by a user, it's I would say it's not a good idea. So let me tell you an example. As a medtech founder, I am building an AI hardware software which will make easy for a paralyzed patient to have a conversation. Paralyzed patients are not able to talk with the normal people because they are paralyzed and they are not able to speak. So what we will do is we are making a hardware device which will like understands the gestures and all, and it will help a paralyzed patient have a conversation with a normal human. So it's a very pain and problematic problem which we are solving. So you can find this kind of ideas which are like very much painful to someone, and people are ready to pay for it. And the third point you should focus is, and this point is also talked by Ritesh Agarwal, the founder of Oyo. He said that if you have to convince yourself about the startup idea, then it's not a good startup idea. A startup idea should be like that. If you are sleeping, then also the idea is continuously coming to your mind that yes, this is good, we can build this, it can grow. So if you have to convince yourself about this startup idea, then it's not a good startup idea. And the last point is, you can make a wait list or you can make a Google form about your product, what you are building, and send it to the potential customers who wants to use that, like your target customers. Just simply send it to them, and if they are ready to use, and if you already have people like 100 to 200 people in your wait list to have that product, then it's a very good startup idea, that 100 to 200 people are already there who wants to use your product. So what you can do is, you can build a wait list or you can build a G form and take survey that is that idea really good or not. So thank you for watching this video. If this video really helped you, please give a like to this video and subscribe to this channel, and we are going to bring more videos in this series. So till then, bye bye, meet you in the next video.